A World School Project, issued by Live Build, Campaign on Sanitation.
Willem Kazemier,
Kasper Boer,
Sigurd Valkena
Thijmen Hoekstra.
en Ruben Greven.
An introduction to Tinto and its surroundings. As we zoom in on Tinto from a world's perspective, we can see that it has a total of 8,000 inhabitants, 6 schools combined, and 1 hospital. The main problem in Tinto is that they do not know basic hygiene when it comes to water. This is what we want to teach them. We divided this main question into sub-questions, them being how can we actually improve their health, how can we change their behavior from undesired to desired behavior when it comes to health, and what methods can we use to teach them how to improve their behavior. So the main problem that we want to address in Tinto is that people are not aware of the importance of using clean water. Right now, the villagers dump their wastewater with feces on the street. We want to change this by showing the importance of dealing with water and waste through an educational program. The changing of behavior. What do you need to change behavior? There are a few questions we can ask ourselves to see what kind of behavior desires change. These questions are, is the behavior shown knowingly, or is it habitual behavior? What factors apply to our target, and which approach you want to take to change their behavior. When it comes to behavior, 2 standard situations can be described. One in which the target shows the desired behavior in which there is no need to help, and one in which the target shows undesired behavior, which is the case with us. The behavior shown in our situation is habitual. We can conclude this from the fact that people would not purposely inflict damage to their own health. So, why don't they just change their behavior? This is because they do not have enough knowledge to recognize the problem there is with their behavior. So, on to personal factors then. Emotions make up a big part of what we do and how we are influenced by ourselves. Habits also influences a lot. Think of the routine you have in the morning. You get a cup of coffee, you take a shower. It will be very hard for you to do this in a different manner. And then there's knowledge. The knowledge you have influences you a lot. Like you know you aren't supposed to smoke, so you don't start or you quit smoking because you have the knowledge this is bad for you. On to social factors then. Social status, for instance. If you have a low social status, you'll be more withdrawn in what you say and how big your opinion is. Then there's peer pressure. If you have a friend group that does one thing, you'll be more strongly inclined to show this kind of behavior yourself, since you do not want to differ from the social standard. And then last, environmental factors. The physical layout of the place where you live makes up a big part of what you do. So, for instance, if there's a clean lake nearby, you'd be more likely to go swimming there. Then there's facilities. If you have both a bathtub and a shower, you can take both a bath and have a shower, and this is not possible when you only have a shower. So, what approach will we use, and why will we use this approach? In order to make people want to change their behavior, we will need to supply them with knowledge, because if they have more knowledge, they will actually know why they have to change their behavior, and will not just be told, you have to change it because it's bad, since knowledge equals power. So, how will we actually convey this message to them? We need the people in Tinto to want change, because they can see for themselves the way they are behaving right now doesn't work. A way to achieve this goal is by having people that are within the society of Tinto convey this message. Someone like a priest, a teacher, or somebody else with a high social status that is respected within the community of Tinto. Then there are 2 main ways to show people why they need to change their behavior. Showing pros or showing cons. Of course, they will also go hand in hand. First, there's a more optimistic approach, the glass half full approach, in which you will show benefits to your target, like if you stop smoking, you can live longer. Then There's a more pessimistic way, the glass half empty approach, in which you will focus more on cons rather than pros, like the government putting the smoking kills sign on every cigarette pack. The ways the target is affected by the approaches differs. Glass half full will deliver long-term effects, while half empty will only give short-term effects. We have chosen the glass half full approach because people will feel more comfortable, learn things faster, and the effects will last longer. So, in short, what we consider vital elements in programs aimed at behavioral changes are: what knowledge does the audience have now on the behavior we wish to alter? What kind of behavior do we wish to change? Make sure there's an opportunity for the people to change their behavior, let the people feel comfortable, explain the need to change behavior, and what is it we want these people to do differently after we've finished our program. So there's information about how we want to approach the people in Tinto, but what is it exactly that we want to teach those people? Since we believe that knowledge is power, we want to supply them with knowledge to make sure that they can start to help themselves. Research has shown that projects that pay attention to both clean water and the hygienic behavior of people regarding this water are 29% more effective than projects that are solely based on providing the clean water. And so we want to teach the people how and why they get ill, how they can prevent getting ill, and how, if they have fallen ill, can regain their health. So, we will explain how diseases are caused by bacteria, viruses and parasites, and how they get inside of your body. This mostly happens through contaminated drinking water or when you eat with dirty hands. We will also teach the people how our immune system tries to fight all those pathogens, that these are cells in our body that hunts the pathogen down and kills it. We also think it's important for the people to avoid pathogens at all, so we discuss a couple of techniques on how to get rid of these pathogens, like boiling water for 10 minutes or using chlorine tablets, which pretty much destroys everything except the water itself, so it becomes safe as drinking water. The current water system in place, built by LiveBuild, is a working system. The challenge now is to keep it running. The current system consists of a water source, galvanized pipes, which lead to a water storage tank, which then leads to public water tabs in the village. To make sure the system keeps working, it needs to be checked and repaired by the community itself. This will prevent the community from getting into dangerous situations when it comes to water that isn't clean. We have made a maintenance manual in which is explained what to do in different cases, like leaks in the pipes, breaking of the pipes, breaking of concrete of the storage tanks and the rainy season pipeline protection, corrosion and damages in the public stand taps. There are different methods to teach in. The methods we are going to show you are natural learning, social marketing, multiple participatory strategies, and 2 community and school-based strategies. So, natural learning. Natural learning is a way to teach people by letting them investigate their interests and explore these fields on their own. The social marketing way is a way to teach people by showing that it is beneficial for the economic situation to decrease the costs of certain behavior. The 4 P's are the core. The first P is for product, which is for the product that is meant. The second P is for price, so showing that it is cheaper to adapt to a certain kind of behavior. Place, to show that the change of behavior isn't that hard. And the last P for promotion is to show the long and short-term benefits of changing behavior. Participatory strategies are a way to teach people by focusing on awareness. We will focus on one called FAST. When using the FAST method, information is sustained within the community, so the elderly will pass the information on to the younger ones. If this won't happen, there won't be enough understanding of hygienic behavior. Then community-based strategies. This is a way to teach people what they are doing wrong by first discussing and showing them what is done wrong. CLTS is a bit intrusive. You will take a cookie, drop it in a pile of feces, and then tell them that's what they've been doing all along by not washing their hands. We will be using a combination of CLTS and FAST to teach the people in Tinto how to behave in a more hygienic manner regarding water and waste. And then finally, the end.